Stop.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Random Things podcast on the Random channel. We're at episode 28. We got a bunch of cool shit to talk about. These fine gentlemen here just tried to screw up the intro again, and I cut them off. You could probably hear a little scream in the beginning. That's all you're really going to get out of that.
That was me.
John was about 5 minutes early and said, "Jizz."
And then I saw John run away from the camera. It honestly looked like he pooped his pants.
No, I was closing the door.
Or maybe he jizzed. He's looking for something to clean it up.
No,
Jizz
close the
in
door so I don't wake up my kids.
Good call.
As
Are
I'm
you
like,
planning
"Jizz."
on getting rowdy today?
Well, we are talking about something that's near and dear to my heart today. So
Oh,
That's
right.
true.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. That's a good off the top. Just before that, though, check out this. So I think Dan must have added this to the chat.
I
here, but
did.
This is the talk of the town right now.
Hey, don't forget,
Yeah,
don't forget to put this ticker. Hey, look at that. People are meant to fuck this popcorn bucket.
100%.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool went out and said, they really fucked up on that Dune 2 popcorn bucket and people put their dick in it. So I'm going to make something that people can put their dick in. I'm just curious if that tongue is like soft rubber.
No, that's definitely plastic. Oh my God. If it is, though, soft rubber, that
Jesus.
is so gross to design it like that.
You put the butter on it, feels good.
It's
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
It's incredible.
That
I swear to
bucket
God,
has to be fisted.
these
Oh,
popcorn
shit.
buckets are insane. Does the movie make money off of these popcorn buckets?
No,
Or
only
is
the
it the-
movie theaters make concession money.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
what I
they make
thought.
their money
So
off.
these things are they're so popular now. That's like every movie has them, but this one is just absurd. How do you think he approached Hugh Jackman about this?
I think he just showed him the fucking bucket and he goes, "Hugh, look."
I mean, it doesn't look like Hugh. It looks like comic book,
Wolverine, yeah.
X-Men 97 Wolverine.
Can you wear it as a mask?
Do you think every time you stick your hand in it, it goes bub?
Oh, that'd be
No.
fantastic.
Too much. That'd be way too much.
Because then
Especially-
when people are getting too rowdy with it, you just hear bub, 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 bub. You'll know shit's going weird at your movie theater.
I hope that it is this, if it does have that, is the sound machine is at the very bottom, so that way when it's full of popcorn, it's like "Bah!" You can't hear it. But then as you get closer, it's like "Bah, bah, bah." That'd be fantastic. Until some poor dude, that movie theater would be nuts if it had a fucking sounder in it.
Oh,
Every
dude,
time you see the
brutal.
movie, any bit of silence is just gonna be Bob.
Bub, bub, bub.
And it was a request by one of our 23 followers on Instagram at random_channel on Instagram. If you wanted to know,
What's the request?
Matt Garcia wanted us to talk about this popcorn bucket.
It's
I think
pretty
it looks fantastic.
Who wouldn't?
I got the Ghostbusters one.
And
I
you
didn't get
lost
the
it.
Dune one. I could have got the Dune one. I should have got the Dune one.
I'm so pissed I didn't.
I will probably not be buying the Wolverine one. I feel like my children will have a lot of questions that I don't want to answer about like why it looks like that. And
It'd be a good Halloween dish.
You could just put your fleshlight right in it.
yeah,
I wonder if the mouth is like that size.
Probably
It's
might be.
definitely the size of a fist.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like imagine if Deadpool was like, what is the circumference of the average fleshlight?
I think it's something that
the
might have come up.
It's the size of a coat. It's the size of an Arizona can.
Hey, at
Yeah.
one point back in the 90s, Disney did own a porn studio. So
You still do, guy.
the porn
It's
studios.
called Pixar.
The porn studios, which ran HD DVD out of business, right, Dan?
Yeah, you're welcome for that little tidbit of information that John already knew.
I didn't know that. That was that's the first I've heard of that. That was insane.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's how heavy the porn industry was when Blu-ray and HD DVD were fighting to corner the market. It all hinged on which one the porn industry picked, and the porn industry said, "We like blue, so we're gonna do Blu-ray."
Yeah.
It fits better
Soon
with
after that,
if you think
well,
about
yeah. Soon after that, HD DVD died. Same thing happened to Laserdisc.
it. Because of porn.
Actually, I made that up. I don't know.
That sounds like the next like unfrosted movie that should be made is who's gonna win the vote of the porn industry, HD DVD or Blu-ray, like the battle of the two.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That'd
My
be great.
brother-in-law had an HD DVD player, and he spent
Crawdad?
yeah, no, a different brother-in-law. He spent a shitload of money on it, and I swear to God, it was like a week later that they stopped making them. He's like, "Well, I fucked up. I picked the wrong one. I backed the wrong horse. This is useless. I have these four HD DVDs, and there's never going to be any others made."
Jesus Christ. That
So-
sucks.
That's crazy.
I
That
bet if you
does
brought
suck.
that to Antiques Roadshow, it would be worth a pretty penny. Literally, one single penny, but a
Yes,
shiny
one
one.
single penny. This has nothing to do with this topic, but you just made me think about it. My kid asked for. I gave him a snack yesterday, and then after he had the snack, he saw that my daughter was eating Pringles, and he goes, "I want Pringles too." And I said, "You just had a snack," and he said, "I want Pringles though," and I said, "You can have one single Pringle," just like that. And it was like the talk of the day. Like everybody kept saying, "One single Pringle," and then I showed him with one chip on a plate for him, and he was like, "It's not enough." I just thought it was funny. I've never said single and Pringle together, and you saying one single penny made me think about it.
That's a funny single Pringle jingle.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You can't have one single dude. Pringle should have a thing where you say you can't have one single Pringle.
I know. We should get them to the sponsor.
Sponsored by Pringles.
The Random Things podcast on the Random Channel, sponsored by Pringles.
Pringles. Yeah, they talk about poop a lot, but they also talked about Pringles once.
I do love Pringles. They're quite delightful with a sandwich.
I don't understand why we don't have an endorsement by Charmin or something like that at this point.
Or Roosevelt's. Dan and I have more shirts from them than anybody on the planet, for Christ's sake, except for paging Mr. Morrow.
Yeah, I did run into a dude at the Polite Pig at Disney Springs when I was wearing a Roosevelt shirt, and he said he had the Ahsoka one that you wanted but you don't have.
No.
And he was like, "Oh, dude, nice shirt." And I said, "Hey, thanks, you too." And he goes, "I've spent way too much fucking money at this place." And I said, "Yeah, I have too." And he goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I have 4 Hawaiian shirts and 4 polos." And he goes, "Oh shit." And I was like,
Well, Sarah got me for Father's Day another shirt. I think it's one of the Caribbean looking Mickey Mouse
"Father's
ones.
Day hasn't happened yet."
I know, but she preemptively got it for me. And she asked me which one I wanted, and then she got me the wrong one, even though I told her the one that I fucking wanted.
Hell
But
yeah.
whatever. I'm not going to complain because I like both shirts, so it was fine. And then she said, "And I got you some other stuff from there." And I'm like, "Other stuff? What the fuck do they have that, like, what?" Like, because I can't imagine it's also a shirt, or she would have said, "I also got you another shirt," you know? So she
Like
said
some
other
socks.
stuff. So what else they sell? Like shorts?
Hand cream.
There's shorts, there's koozies. Amanda got like free koozies once. She once bought me like fucking bathing suit that's like Rocky bathing suit, the American flag bathing suit.
Hell yeah.
It was like $5. Oh shit. I forgot. I also have my David S. Pumpkins button up from Roosevelt's. That was like 10. I mean, I have a lot of shit from them. I think they might do socks. They might do socks. I'm not sure. I personally like Stance socks. They have some really good Star Wars socks. I wear them to work. There's a guy at work that he goes, "What Star Wars socks do you have today?" And I have to show him. When I was down there, I got ones that have just Darth Maul's face on it.
Fuck
I
yeah.
think he just wants
My
to see
whole
your
shin
legs.
is just Darth Maul. If I put my leg up, it's just him peeking out, ready with his double-bladed lightsaber to fuck shit up.
How high can you get your leg?
Oh, really high.
Oh, really?
I'm very flexible.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
Kevin James high?
That's not high. Put your ankle around your head. That's high.
Oh, I was going straight out. Yeah, I'm much better on the inside. I can put my foot in my mouth.
That's incredible.
No.
I can't do that.
Shit,
I have no flexibility whatsoever.
That's why we have to do the presidential exam fitness test.
That's right.
Yeah, but
I
I can't do a sit and reach.
I
My
have a
hamstrings
plaque.
are too fucking tight.
I have a plaque. I'll show you guys next time. It's in the other room.
Uh-oh.
I was in band in high school, so I didn't have to do PE.
George W. signed it himself. The fucking
I-
best president ever.
I won the Woody Herman Jazz Award. I'll bring that next podcast.
I have somewhere in my house, I have the presidential fitness, like, congratulations, you did great in every fucking thing you tried, except for the V-sit. That was the one thing that I couldn't do. But, well, I mean, I passed, but it was
They work on those
borderline.
hamstrings, man.
It was borderline presidential. Dude, I played hockey my whole life. My hips are fucked. So, but,
Hey,
No.
speaking of playing hockey your whole life,
Hey.
John.
grave robbing and archaeology.
Yeah.
Yeah, John wanted to tackle this subject this week. This is a good. It's not really off the top anymore, but it's a good, fun subject to start off with.
Happy
So-
Halloween, guys.
So my question is for you guys, when does grave robbing stop and archaeology begin?
And I told you in the chat, I have a lot of things to say about this, and when I'm done, you will all agree with me.
So
My
lead us
wife
off.
and I-
Kick us off.
My wife and I had an hour-long argument about this.
Go ahead,
right.
Danny. Start us off.
Okay. So, my thought on this is it's not a time frame kind of thing, it's a situation kind of thing. It is situational. If somebody is put in some type of burial casket or, say, sarcophagus of some sort, and you go and you dig that up and you take stuff out, that's grave robbing. However, if it is just a fully decayed body, only bones, not in a grave, then it is archaeology with one caveat, and that caveat is murder.
What if they
In-
what if
Go ahead.
what if I have to dig up my uncle, right? He's been dead for 50 years because he has a Spanish doubloon on him.
That's grave robbing.
No, it's not. It's archaeology. That belongs
it's
in a
not.
fucking that belongs in a fucking museum.
It's not archaeology, it's grave robbing.
That is 100%
believe-
archaeology.
I also
You'd-
believe
You
that
wouldn't
I also
grave
believe
rob
that
him,
the
you would dig the whole
archaeology
thing up.
I'm
I
gonna
also
put the
believe
body
the
back in the ground.
archaeology has to do with the fact that you are there solely to unearth and discover the human remains, not what they have with them.
Oh, that's
So
not
when
accurate.
they-
That's
when they
not accurate,
found-
Dan.
Dan,
That's
you're
not
so
accurate
wrong.
the slightest.
Dan, you're so fucking wrong.
That's not accurate
Dan,
the
you're so
slightest.
wrong. It's not
And Mike
Bullshit.
Mike asked when has digging up a person ever been archaeology?
It's not.
and Mike-
Read a fucking
Mike-
book.
I will tell you, at
Archaeology is
least-
about the study of humans with their fucking shit around them. It has nothing to do with bodies, Dan.
at one point at
It has to
least,
do with their artifacts
poor-
and the human
when
study. It has
they-
nothing to do with bodies.
when they unearthed the poor Pompeians that were leveled by Mount Vesuvius in
nothing
79
to
AD,
do with
that was archaeology.
What was not?
Listen,
It was.
listen. I don't want to end this conversation right here, but I'm pretty sure this will end it. I am fairly confident the difference between grave robbing and archaeology is that one is a sanctioned event that someone needs to at least let the government or local authorities know they are doing and get approval on.
Yes.
So here's a question, Kevin. So people who are who stumbled upon the Pueblo Indians places that are like the American West there, right? When they stumble upon that and take an arrowhead from there, right?
Yeah.
Or they sit there and they find skeletons. Is that grave robbing?
No.
Well,
I
by
guess-
Kevin's definition, it is.
I guess
No.
You're not
no.
robbing a grave. You're
Right,
stumbling
'cause
upon a
that-
It's
body.
where they died. Technically, that is a grave, whether or not it's a tomb,
No,
a casket, a
gra-
sarcophagus, or otherwise.
a grave has to be dug. When you die is where you die.
Says
So
who?
animals says anything. Animals everywhere they
No.
die, so graves are all over the place. No, that's
That's
not
correct.
Grave-
That's accurate.
A
All
right.
grave
Grave
is a
robbing-
religious site.
Grave robbing is if you go to a known cemetery or something like that where people have been buried or historically have been buried that you know about to
Oh, like the
specifically
pyramids.
steal shit from
Like
the dead
motherfucking-
bodies.
like the
Yes.
motherfucking pyramids. right? Because that has no archaeological
They wouldn't.
explanation for it.
Bodies
No.
were never found in the pyramids, John.
I
Yes, there
googled it.
were.
No, they were
Yes, they
not.
were.
No, they were not.
Underneath the pyramids,
They were
in
not
the Valley
Oh,
of the Kings, and
yeah,
around
that
the
has nothing to do with
pyramids.
the pyramids. They're in two different places.
They're
Read
in
a
Egypt.
fucking book.
Anyway,
oh my
Egypt.
God.
I
They're in
read a
Egypt.
book.
Jesus.
I read a
They're-
book.
They're in
they're in
Egypt.
one
That doesn't mean
place.
shit.
John,
Yes, it
John,
does.
Fuck
here
it.
we
Let's
go.
jump off a cliff.
Hold on,
Let's
Here
go
we
rob
go.
a grave.
John. If you're digging up your uncle because he's been in the ground for 50 years and he has a Spanish doubloon, and you're digging him up so you can donate the Spanish doubloon to a museum, that is archaeology. If you
Agreed.
are digging him up to take the doubloon and sell it on the black market to get a whole bunch of money, that's grave robbing. It
That's
has
right.
everything to do, according to Google, has everything to do with what you're doing with the items that you discover. Okay.
You would be, John, you wouldn't just dig up your uncle, though. You would go and
would
say, I need to
exhume.
have this
You would-
body
Why
exhumed.
would I not?
Thank you.
I'd be like, it's my if I have ownership of said grave, because the fucking caretakers at the place ain't taking care of the motherfucker. You're the one that's going ahead and clearing that grave off every fucking time.
But
not
you
them.
can't just
can
dig
dig that
into the
motherfucker
ground of the cemetery. You own the plot, but you don't own the activities that therefore go on in the ground. You can't
Is
just
it a
fucking
is it a
dig
public
holes.
place?
What?
Is it a public place?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's owned by the
Okay,
local government.
No, a public place is owned by everybody, so therefore everybody gets to dig.
You do not go to a fucking cemetery. Is anybody in your family dead? Go there and dig them up.
Is anybody in my family dead? Please. Also, to go on Dan's point, there's a time limit that goes along with it. 50 years is considered okay to dig for, say, an item. In order to dig up a person, right, has to be 150 years. This is why I was talking about that person that lived for 122 years, right? Technically, she only has to be dead for like 28 years before you're allowed to dig her up, because nobody in living memory is around to go ahead and cause an argument about it.
If you stumble across an unknown grave, that looks like John.
Hell
That's
yeah.
John digging the grave
Hell
up.
yeah.
I'm not confirming or
Those
denying.
gloves.
That's John's uncle. He dug that grave and then died with the doubloon right there.
It's a Alpinga grave.
That is
Rest in peace.
amazing that you pulled it up in that period of time. That is awesome.
So
I'm really good at Google, as you guys
And that is
know.
shockingly a amazing likeness to myself.
I found some redheaded dude in a grave digging. I said, "Holy shit, that looks like John." Perfect.
that's incredible.
It says the caption for it is "Catholic gravedigger is rarity in his career," probably because he's got red hair.
Is it
Interestingly
rare
enough,
that he's a Catholic.
I technically
I think that
am
would be like
Catholic.
every cemetery attached to a Catholic church.
Yeah, I don't know how I found that picture so fast, but you're welcome.
You had that save.
But I would
still
think
up.
so. Let me ask you: is stumbling across, like you're just walking in the Southwest, you stumble across a Native American burial site that nobody knew existed. You fall through a fucking hole in there. Oh shit! Look at all this stuff, right?
Well, there's definitely snakes and spiders in there.
No,
too,
no, no. I
and
know that.
probably
But like you
scorpions.
stumble in there, is that? I mean, what you've done considered archaeology, or is archaeology the intended search for something?
I told you it depends on what you do with what you find, according to Google.
So some fucking random douchebag in the desert could fucking say he's an archaeologist
Oh yeah.
because he just fucking tripped and fucking found it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean this random douchebag in the desert?
No, that guy's not in the desert. That guy's in Connecticut.
He's lifted with all back too. His back is fucked.
Fact.
That's the guy that cut Duggan off that he wants to shoot with a paintball gun.
No, he's in the hole. I make him dig his own grave.
But yeah, technically archaeology is not just for people who classify themselves as archaeologists. Like you can go out there and do it yourself. It's not,
And I'm a
there's no-
fucking spaceman, John. I have a fucking like. What are we doing?
Duggan, I cannot say how much I
Spell,
love what
know.
No, I cannot say how much I love what you just said because you're saying that you're a fucking spaceman. You're hurtling on a fucking rock at untold speeds through the fucking void of vastness of space.
They're
You
all
are a
spacemen.
spaceman.
Better than
You are a
that. I'm a
spaceman.
fucking. I'm an engineer. How about that? I train dogs
Have you
to
ever-
fucking ride
Have you
bicycles.
have you ever
That's
built
what
something?
I do. Just I just stumble upon these things.
I don't think those two things are what you think they are.
Hey, by your definition, anybody can do anything, right? That's
That's
what we're
accurate.
talking about.
Why not? Isn't that what I
Duggan's
told you
the
when you were a kid?
93 Spartan race champion, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
He was
Is
6
that-
years old
You
and
can
he
dream it, you
fucking
can
won
do
that shit. No problem.
Is that
I had
not
a
what they
good-
told you
I
when you were a
had-
kid? You could be anything you want to be?
Yeah, like I was
So-
the DARE program too.
Yeah, the DARE program by Tipagora is a fucking failure. It's a joke. Fuck
If
her,
anything, it gave me a dictionary of what to do.
right? Right?
Thanks, Gore, idiot.
Yeah. Oh no, that was Nancy Reagan. I stand corrected.
Oh
Right?
yeah, dumb bitch. Fuck that whore.
Yeah.
Heard she was a real rug muncher.
R.I.P. in peace.
Let's exhume her ass. Let's see what she got.
Is that archaeology or grave
She's
robbing?
definitely
Or is it-
got some,
or is it because
got
what
some
we do
good
with the body?
blows on her.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll bring her to a rave. Nobody will notice.
Nobody would
Oh,
notice.
all that
Just
money that
fucking
all that
Nancy Reagan.
all that money that her husband fucking took from the school systems is just buried with her. So
The fact that they shut down every fucking asylum as well during that period of time is fucking horrific.
you know what? Reagan is a good topic for this transition here. There's going to be a new He-Man.
Oh yeah, cool.
Hell yeah.
The guy from the Idea Review and Red, White, and Blue, whatever the fuck that is.
Red, white, and
Royal.
royal blue.
Nicholas
Royal.
Galestein or
Gellerstein's.
I'd say
it's
Galazine,
Galadini.
like a magazine.
I think it's
Galadini.
Galadini. I think it's super Italian. I think it's Galadini.
Galazine. Hey,
Galadini.
He's been
Looks like a
cast as
fucking
He-Man
asshole.
in the upcoming
Si,
Masters
solo
of the
qui.
Universe.
That's horrible.
Although-
Why isn't it fucking Alan Rickson?
He looks
I
like
think I think they literally just should have taken Zac Efron from the Iron Claw and said, "Congratulations, you're He-Man."
no
Oh, fuck
shit.
Yeah, that's a good,
Oh, fuck
good
yeah.
bald head.
But
Good
wait,
bald.
are you serious, Dan? Because look at this. I mean, this is He-Man, right?
What?
Jesus.
What
That's
the
more like
fuck?
G-Man.
Jesus Christ.
That is G-Man all the way.
Who the fuck is he going to be training with that he's going to be fucking He-Man? Unless
Fucking nobody.
Unless they've decided that it's not live action anymore and it's going to be a cartoon and he just has He-Man
voiceover?
voice and he can go, "I have the power."
Listen,
Could've
I
listened
didn't
to his
see this.
boyfriend.
I didn't see that movie. He's in that. What is it? The Idea Review? Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Idea Review.
I
That's
literally have no idea who this dude is.
me either.
Yeah.
This movie's with what's her face? Anne Hathaway. It's on Netflix, right? It was like a big like
Hathaway's?
push, or is it Prime Video? I don't remember which one it is, but they're
One of them.
pushing this. Like it keeps popping up in my thing here. Yeah, and I guess they saw him in these leather pants and they were like, "Hey, he could be He-Man." I don't know why.
Hey,
Like,
that
he
guy's
could-
got
he could
that
be
guy's
Prince
got legs
Adam.
that'll fit in leather pants.
That's my next Halloween costume.
Dude, who would buy a shirt like this? This is the fucking stupidest shirt I've ever seen in my entire
And it
life.
looks like it's made of sweater material too.
Yeah, but it's got like it's got
like.
like dangly like fish hooks on it too. Like
Well, it's so that way you can smack people with it as they go in and talk shit about your shirt.
You just
I guess.
grind their face against your stomach. Ah, like a cheese grater.
I think you have to be a real piece of shit to buy leather pants. I'm just in
I have a
general.
pair of leather pants.
Excuse
I-
me,
No, you
sir.
don't. No, you don't.
Mick
What?
fucking Jagger.
It has to be for a Halloween costume. You don't
Mick
have them
Ja-
because you wanted them.
Hey, you ever see Saturday Night Fever? That's how I
Hell
feel
yeah.
when I wear them.
Mick Jagger is not a
Fucking-
piece of shit. How dare you?
Yeah.
He
No,
froze.
Mick Jagger can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's got moves.
Oh, damn right.
How you doing, Super Bowl?
It's that's an old rock star, though. That's an old rock star. Like,
Yeah.
this guy's just a fucking guy. Why does he have these?
He's just a dude.
He
Doesn't-
doesn't
no
have
name,
those.
nothing
Wardrobe
fucking
for the photo
actor.
shoot said, "Have you ever put leather pants on?" And he was like, "No, sir, I have not."
Of course
There
I
you go.
have. I'm Nick
Well,
Galazzini.
I'm Nick Galazzini. You know, I grew up
Give me some
wearing these
marinara
leather
on my
pants.
face.
I like the way they
Ridiculous.
accentuate the shape of my dick.
It's cock.
Sorry, I meant to say I like her. I like it away.
I hope this kid talks just like that, and he's like, "I have the power, baby."
That'd be
Hey.
amazing. That'd be fucking fantastic.
Sorceress,
out-
what's up, my baby?
Turns out it's Dutch.
Did they already
Oh.
Did they already cast like Man at Arms and everything else like that or no?
No, how could why would you? You got He-Man. That's all you need. You just got this. Who needs
Who's,
man at arms when you have man showing arms?
Yeah.
Terrible.
What about Skeletor?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
common courtesy. I'd like to throw my hat in the ring for Skeletor.
Hell yeah.
I'd
Jim
have
Carrey.
to build up some muscle though. But I mean, if he's gonna be He-Man, probably not that much.
Yeah,
Pick up the
I
shade.
agree. Do you
I don't
really,
even think dude, listen, I know all the action figures from He-Man had the same body type. Skeletor doesn't need to be jacked. Okay, he's a fucking skeleton
Then
man.
Danny DeVito.
Oh, I would love to see Jack Black as Skeletor. I think he'd be great.
If it's just the voice, he could probably do it, but
Danny
I don't know.
McBride.
No, you know.
Oh fuck, he's English.
Who?
Nick Galazzini.
No, he's Italian American.
No, he's supposed to be. He's supposed
we
to be
all
from New
English?
Jersey, but Wikipedia says he's an English actor. He was born 29 September 1994.
We're all
He's 29. He was born in Hammersmith, London, England.
One
he
year
went to
after Duggan won the
Dulwich
Spartan
College. Yeah.
My man was just fucking sucking titties while I'm winning races.
I think he looks like an asshole. I don't know anything about this guy, and I'm sorry. He might be a great actor, but he does not look
No.
like a He-Man at all.
He's not even
He-
blonde. What the fuck are we doing?
He does have Dolph Lundgren's chin.
Who cares
He's a
about
bitch
Dolph
shit.
Lundgren? Nobody remembers that Masters of the Universe except for you and me.
And the fact that it was pretty terrible on the overall.
This dude looks like he'd play fucking Orko. He doesn't look like he would play He-Man at all. Oh, God.
I thought it was the dude from Outer Banks for a second.
What is that?
Outer Banks?
Oh, yeah. My
Yeah, what
wife
is that?
watches that. It's a treasure
They
hunt
find
show.
like, they find like
re-
treasure hunt.
Yeah.
Oh, is it reality
Hey.
TV?
They
No,
grave
no.
Rob. They grave Rob in the water.
Oh, really?
I want
Holy.
this.
How is that not He-Man?
How is
That
that
is
not
shit.
He-Man?
No
Fuck
shit.
That is
He-Man.
fucking He-Man.
How is that not He-Man? That's we need to vote hashtag Zac Efron for He-Man. Get this guy
No
out of here,
shit.
Nicholas.
You never changed the banner, Kevin. I changed it for you.
Thank you. Who the
Zac
fuck is
Efron, we
Nicholas
love you.
Galazzini?
We love Zac Efron.
Zac Efron is his face is so much wider than it normally is.
It's because he got into a bike accident. He had to get
No,
plastic surgery.
no, he tripped and fell into a water feature in his backyard and broke his jaw.
No, he was mowing his lawn and tripped over the sprinkler that comes up, and he hit it on a rock.
I heard
He got
that him and
ice
his
cream.
friends were in a big argument, and he said, "Fuck it, let's jump off a cliff."
Probably. He survived.
Doable.
All of his friends are dead, but now his face looks like that.
He
Doable.
won.
He totally
won.
won. And now he needs to play He-Man.
Yeah.
He sang it all there.
Yeah, they really fucked up. They should have cast him. And you know what? I don't even think it's gonna happen anyways. This movie's been kicked around between multiple studios and shit for like 20 years. So
A24 should pick it up and make it a horror movie.
a He-Man horror movie.
Yeah.
Blumhouse.
I don't hate that.
Just fucking Skeletor running around murdering people, and He-Man's trying to save people.
Dude, he's ripping people's faces off to see what
Fuck
will
yeah.
fit his skull.
Ah!
None of them.
Nothing, because
Yeah,
Skeletor's
hell
head
yeah.
is fucking gigantic.
I like
That'd
it.
be fantastic. I'm on board.
I like it.
Did you see that last episode of SNL? Or maybe it was, I don't know if it was like a week or two ago, but with
Last one,
Jake
was it?
Gyllenhaal, where he
Yeah,
did,
that was good.
he did the Scooby-Doo one.
That was funny.
Scooby-Doo, and he's like,
Yes.
he rips the guy's face off, and he's like,
Yep.
but who's under this mask?
Yeah.
And it's just the guy's face. And it's like, "Ah,
I thought somebody was underneath it.
the
cookie
dog's
was good,
eating it.
too.
Blah! Like throwing up. It was so fucking good.
Fantastic.
All right. That's enough of these impromptu topics. Let's do the real ones. We'll do this one first. So this weekend, this past weekend, Furiosa opened to very depressing numbers. I think it made like $10 million, which is nothing. For the worst Memorial Day box office in like 30 years.
The real question is, how did Garfield do?
Second. Came in second. So
Behind Furiosa?
No, less than $10 million.
And-
What a
and-
what a
and nobody-
dog shit fucking weekend.
And nobody fucking even knew it was coming out.
That's crazy.
It's
What
terrible.
what was the one that it beat that was 30 years ago? What was that worst one? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't look that up, but it's a
Shakespeare in Love.
Well, let's
that
see, let's-
probably
Sorry.
made
Oscar-winning Shakespeare in Love,
What year was 30 years ago? I'm horrible at math. 95?
1993,
Let's see.
94, 1994. The year that what's his face He-Man was born, and the year after you won the Spartan race.
It came out in 94. Ace Ventura?
Castaway.
Wow.
That made a bunch of money. Ooh, Castaway.
The
Nice.
Bodyguard.
What about The Island?
No Escape with Ray Liotta.
Romeo and Juliet.
Worst Memorial Day debut since 1989.
What?
Holy shit. Samsonite, I was way off.
Samson.
You said 30. You said 30 years, which was bullshit.
Okay, well, I said like.
Oh
30
my
years.
god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My math was wrong.
No, all I'm saying is, do you know what the budget for Furiosa was?
No.
$168 million.
Wow.
In opening weekend
Yes.
in the U.S. and Canada, it made $26,326,462. I am 95% sure that Deadpool and Wolverine has made more than that in pre-sale,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and
Absolutely.
it doesn't come out
brutal.
for another 2 fucking months. What's wrong with this movie?
1989. It was Memorial Day weekend. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which made
Wow.
made $29.3 million, which is
It's just a cursed weekend. This weekend's horrible.
No, it isn't, dude. It's usually a lot of money. But it's not right now. I guess I don't know what
That's
else came out
nuts.
that weekend.
I was thinking it was just because people were like away and stuff, and it was the first weekend nice before the summer started. But I guess movies do well on this weekend.
Fuck.
Bless you. I like that dab.
1989, $29 million isn't actually. It isn't a bad weekend. It's a bad Memorial Day weekend, though. At that time, I guess.
Yeah.
When people would go out, but honestly, people just didn't go to the theater to see it. I imagine it's because who really needed to see a Furiosa prequel?
No one. Nobody. Waste of time.
Garfield made just a little over 24 million.
Yikes. Was that the worst one?
Well, Garfield's been out for 2 weeks, though, right?
I thought they came out at the same time, but I don't fucking know. You saw no ads, and on top of it, I feel like TiVo is killing the shit. TiVo, fucking DVRs are killing the shit. Where you just fast forward through stuff. So if you don't give a shit about it, and you're not on IMDb every day like us, you don't know what the fuck's coming out.
That's true.
Because you're also not driving past Showcase Cinemas in Woburn and reading that fucking board while you're stuck in traffic.
I
I'm
drive
not
by-
reading the paper, going
I
to the
drive
back
by-
pages.
I drive by no theaters on my way home. None.
I don't even know where a theater is around.
What is the
They
Hindi
closed.
language plot outline for the Garfield movie 2024?
What?
That's the top gap to contribute to this page. It wants a Hindi language plot outline for Garfield the movie on IMDb.
You're speaking fucking ebonics to me right now.
Speaking Hindi.
So Furiosa brought in 26.3 million. So that's I was wrong about how much it even brought in, but that is
That's
unbelievable.
rough.
That
is
low.
rough skis.
But people are freaking out too. They're like, is the summer movie season fucked because of this? And I was like, I don't know, because it's like there's still some good shit coming out. There's good
Yeah.
kids movies coming out. There's good. I mean, I
Like
guess
Moana 2? Well, that's in
Deadpool.
November.
that's in November.
But hey, teaser trailer came out yesterday. If you want to look at a trailer reaction, and it just posted on this channel, and you can watch it. It's only about like 4.5 minutes long. It's pretty
Where'd
great.
you post it?
This channel here,
What's the
YouTube.
channel?
the YouTube random channel.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah. And while you're at it, after you check out that Moana trailer reaction, you should head over to TeePublic where you can get our new Sasquatch Knobber t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Started giving me a knobber.
That's a good one. I hope that hopefully that dude doesn't sue us for that copyright infringement on his YouTube video. But
Oh, I just did a Google search on holiday opening weekends and the highest grossing films that were released. The highest grossing film for Memorial Day weekend is a recent film, Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
actually. 160 million.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
boy.
The ones that fall after that: Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, dog shit.
Terrible.
But it
X-Men:
made
The Last
money. It
Stand,
made money.
The Little Mermaid, the live-action remake, Little Mermaid, Fast and Furious 6, Aladdin, X-Men: Days of Future Past, The Hangover Part 2, Solo, a Star Wars story,
Holy
The
shit.
Lost World, Jurassic Park, The Day After Tomorrow, Bruce Almighty, X-Men: Apocalypse, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Hell
That's
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor made 75.
Never again.
Mission Impossible 2, Night at the Museum, Battle of Smithsonian, Men in Black, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda 2, The Longest Yard, A Quiet Place Part
Hell
2,
yeah.
Mission Impossible, Godzilla, Terminator Salvation,
Yeah.
The Hangover Part 3, Epic, Tomorrowland.
All right, we don't need them all.
I'm just
Terminator
saying, like,
Are you
like
going down
movies
the
like,
line till you get
yeah,
to fucking
movies like
Furiosa?
Tomorrowland made more money.
That was a great movie.
That's a family movie. You can take kids to see that shit. Nobody's
You think
taking
the
their
kids-
kids to see fucking Furiosa.
Why not?
I don't know. She gets her fucking arm cut off, and then like,
You need to learn how to
Sucks.
adapt.
yeah. Well, my kid
Hey.
freaked out today because my wife said something about a bloody sheet from when when she was giving birth to my son, and my daughter couldn't go to sleep because of it. She's literally like freaking out because she's like, oh, I can't sleep because of what Mama said. So no, I'm not taking my kid to see a movie like Furiosa ever.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm utterly confused about that.
You take your son to see Furiosa? Either of them?
Dude, I used to read my kid the Grimm fairy tales. Those things are fucking horrific.
Hell yeah. Love
Does
those
she
books.
does she scream when her arm gets cut off? Because if she doesn't scream, my son would be cool. He was fine with Jurassic Park, and then when they started screaming because the dinosaur was trying to eat them, that's when he got really upset. He didn't give a shit as long as they weren't screaming. He's like, "Fuck yeah, T-Rex!" And then they start screaming. He's like, "I don't like this."
What about the severed arm of Samuel L. Jackson? Did you skip that scene?
I had to turn it off as they
Oh.
were driving away in the Jeep with the injured Jeff Goldblum. Sorry, Dr. Ian Malcolm in the back. Because they were screaming and the T-Rex was like bumping his head against the side and they were screaming and he was like, "It's too scary for me." I said, "Okay, fine, baby."
When does it become torture versus like desensitizing?
What?
So again,
What?
That's a
didn't hear
discussion
ya.
for another night.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, anyways, Furiosa, it stumbled to the box office, worst Memorial Day weekend since 1989. So it's not good. It doesn't look good for it. Hopefully the summer season kicks back on track. I don't even know what the next big movie is that's coming out, but
Deadpool.
it surely will be better than $26 million.
You keep saying summer season,
Deadpool.
and all I'm saying is if Memorial Day weekend kicked off the summer movie season, we fucked up.
We did.
Yeah, we
Yes,
were supposed to get 500 followers by now, and we don't. I think we got pretty stale. I think we're stuck in the 360s somewhere.
378.
378. My God.
We have to do something.
People, tell your
extreme.
fucking friends. We talk about cool shit,
Sometimes we just talk about
and we
poop.
just talk about shit.
Got to do that fundraiser, guy. Told you, Scholastic style.
yeah, gotta go.
We're
to
going
a
to a Scholastic book fair.
Oh, you missed it. Was this last week's episode? We decided we were doing a fucking presidential fitness
Yeah.
for the channel. I don't know why they decided. We didn't decide this. Duggan and John said we were doing it. So
Hell
I
yeah,
think it would be great.
yeah, it would be.
We all wear shirts. We'll get traction. I think it would be fucking hysterical.
Go all
I'm
around a
styling my hair
mile.
like John now.
Either that, or we do a beer mile,
I can't do it. I can't drink beer. It makes me sick.
or we can do a whiskey mile.
Okay.
I can do that.
that sounds
We
like
got-
immediate puke.
Four nips of whiskey. You
What
do
kind?
one each, whatever one you can stomach. I'm not going to
No.
torch you.
Nothing Canadian.
I'd go with the Jameson. That's probably my.
It's a
That
good
one
solid.
more.
It's a good.
I
solid
shotgun one time. I shotgunned a beer just before I was gonna bat. It's softball. I
Hell yeah.
shotgunned this beer and then, like, literally got up there, got a hit, ran to first base, legged it out, and then indigestion and the foam came up, and I was like, I was like foaming at the mouth. It was so horrible. And the guy
You
at
get
first base,
rabies.
like, the guy at first base is like, "You all right?" I'm like, "It's not puke. It's literally just the beer coming back up."
Oh
Like,
god.
Which would be puke.
No, but there was no like
That was
chunks. It was literally the full
just
beer.
foam.
The full beer hit my stomach and came right back up. So
Did you drink it back down?
a lot of it. I couldn't stop the
yeah.
foam from exploding out of my mouth after I hit first base. But
That was awesome. I can see it.
that was incredible. That poor bastard standing there like, what?
Speaking of Duffy barfing, Lanterns hires top-notch writers Damen Lindelof from
That's
Lost
right.
and Watchmen and Matt Mundy from Ozark. This is some big news right there.
This is big news, and I'm excited for this because this is a series that was teased as True Detective in space.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
Awesome.
And I was like, all right, well, that's an interesting premise. I trust James Gunn to get me some good shit. And when they hire Damen Lindelof and they hire fucking Matt Mundy, I'm like, all right, you're one step closer to a True Detective in space. This is like the guys that would write this. So
Now, are we getting all three major lanterns in this one or no?
I don't know if Guy Gardner will be in it, but because he will be in the new Superman movie. But you're gonna get Hal Jordan and you're gonna get Jon Stewart. So you'll have two major lanterns.
Whoa. Jon Stewart?
Jon
Yeah.
Stewart. That's right. Fresh off the Daily Show. He's going right
Oh,
to
I was
That'd
thinking
be
Big
that would be
Daddy.
great.
I was thinking Adam Sandler's Big Daddy.
Is his name
That's a
Jon?
good one.
Oh, Jon Stewart's in that.
Jon Stewart's in that. Very small part.
He's the
dad.
daddy.
Yep.
The real daddy. I don't understand. I'm sorry. Before we dive into lanterns, why doesn't Jon Stewart fly back when his
He doesn't
kid
know
first-
about it.
He doesn't
Adam
know. He
Sandler
doesn't
didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Why?
That's a great question, Kevin.
He was asking him leading questions about Buffalo. Wait, no, he did tell him. He was,
No.
Buffalo. I've never even been to Buffalo.
That was
Jon
at the
Stewart
end of
doesn't
it.
understand how this could possibly be his kid.
That was at the
so
end
he
of it.
doesn't come back. No, he calls him on the phone, and then what's her face walks in. She goes, "Are you talking to whatever the fuck his character's name?" And he goes, "No, I'm talking to my uncle, Remus." Yes, Uncle Remus. I know the catfish are huge.
No.
All right. So
Yeah.
he tells him, and he doesn't think it's his kid, and then Adam Sandler just decides to.
No,
Keep the kid.
because
raised
Jon
the
Stewart, Jon Stewart straight up says, "Just give the kid back. I have no idea who this woman is." And when he decides that he's going to give the kid back, he's there, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna keep him."
That's not how
And
it works.
Then
It's
then
kidnapping.
Not how it works.
Then they see,
The
yeah,
kid
then they
shows
see
up to the
Steve
house and
Buscemi on
Jon
the street
Stewart
as a
isn't
homeless
there.
guy.
No, you're fucking wrong. The kid shows up to the house. Jon Stewart wasn't there. So he brings him to the thing. And in the meantime, he waits and he keeps him at the house. That's the fucking premise of the show, of the movie.
Pretty sure it's
Dan,
kidnapping.
Dan, look it up. Look it up. You act like I'm fucking wrong. Look it up, smart guy.
Why doesn't Jon Stewart fly
He
back?
doesn't know about it. He doesn't know
does.
about it.
He
No, he
does.
calls him. He does call him. I know he calls
He
him.
does. Oh my god.
He
He
says,
call-
"Where?" Adam
100%
Sandler
calls
says,
him.
"Where are you from, buddy?" And the kid goes, "Buffalo." And
Yeah.
he goes, "Buffalo. I've never even been to
That's
Buffalo."
why he doesn't fly back, because it's not his kid.
Right.
But
And then it's
wouldn't
not
you-
until the trial that Jon Stewart realizes who this
For the
kid's
fucking
mother
concert.
is.
That's
Right.
the premise of the fucking whole movie. It's because he didn't want to.
My
But the
point
question
is-
was, the original question was, why doesn't Jon Stewart fly back immediately? And that is because he doesn't know
He's
who
at a
this kid
meeting
is
with
or
the
who this
fucking
kid's mother
Chinese
is.
guys.
They were Japanese. Duh, Nishihao.
Okay, so the meeting he has, I forgot the meeting. So that's what I wanted to know is why is Jon Stewart not flying back to deal with this problem himself?
He has a Japan meeting.
All right, that's fine.
They were drinking a lot of sake that night.
All right, back to lanterns. I think Damen Lindelof's great. I like Lost. I like the Watchmen. His
Wait,
version
is
of
it-
Watchmen.
Did he write the Zack Snyder movie or
No, the
the
TV
series? Okay.
The series, which was way better.
All right.
And then where are you going? Oh, he's.
Fucking nowhere.
And then Matt
Oh.
Mundy, obviously, Ozark's a great
Yes.
show.
That's rough.
Woo! Free show for everybody tuning in.
It's not something none of you guys haven't seen before, so whatever.
Firepower.
That'll get us up to 500.
I'm wearing Under Armour now. Look at these muscles. I could.
We said if we didn't get to 500 subs by summer movie season, Dan was gonna strip every week until we got there. So.
That is not going to get us to 500.
You never know.
We're rapidly losing subscribers.
Yeah. I did tell you it's looking pretty good down there because somebody keeps grabbing a fistful of my, you know.
Yeah, your pubes. That's why you're bald like an eagle.
It's actually the least hairiest spot on my body right now.
Do you have the lawnmower 2.0?
I have the 3.0.
Oh, the sponsor of this week's episode is
Manscaped.
Manscaped lawnmower. I think they're up to 5.0 at this point, but I have the 3.0. It was on sale at Target. It was really nice.
No nicks.
No, it chopped up my dick a little bit.
There's no such thing as a fucking trimmer that
Hey,
don't
did you
grab
see
now.
this?
National Treasure 3 will see all principal actors return and feature Sean Bean's villain. Hey, that's pretty
Sean
cool.
Bean.
Yeah, I know,
Sean
but
Bean.
I say it as Sean Bean.
Didn't he
Trust
die?
me.
No, Ed Harris died in the second one.
Sean Bean didn't die in the first one?
No,
Sean
he got
Bean,
arrested.
doesn't he die in everything?
No, he gets arrested. He actually doesn't die in National Treasure. He gets arrested by the FBI.
He's definitely going to die in this one then. They gotta
Oh,
force
yeah,
him right
100%.
Oh yeah.
But Ed Harris dies in Book of Secrets. He goes, I found the city of gold and no one will know.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to
Sorry,
tell you
I
something.
just watched that. I watched dog shit when I was away in Florida because there was just basic cable.
I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever seen National Treasure.
What? It's so
Not
much
all the way
fun.
through.
Oh my.
Not all the way through.
It's
So
so much
good.
fun. I have them both
All
on
of them
Blu-ray,
good.
but now it's useless because I pay for Disney Plus and they're both on there.
I mean, if you want to watch a decent Nicolas Cage movie that's going to be coming up, which is Longlegs, looks fantastic.
Long Legs?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's the
plays-
murderer one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I have National Treasure 1 and 2 on HD DVD, so it's useless to me.
Oh no, you can
I'm
play.
pretty sure your brother-in-law has an HD DVD player. He'd
Um,
let you borrow.
No, I tried to watch National Treasure 1 after Disney Plus came live at some point, and I got like halfway through it and stopped. Just never went back to it. So
Dude,
I'm
I
gonna steal that
actually
version of
really
Independence.
like those. I like those movies a lot. I don't know why. I just do. Archaeology, that's why.
Yes. Grave robbing and archaeology. Yes. Excellent.
Well, see, there's the two sides of it. In the first one, Benjamin Franklin Gates is the archaeologist because he wants to find this shit and donate it to museums, whereas Sean Bean is the grave robber because he wants to take all the stuff sell on the black market from
Hell
sale.
yeah.
Same with Ed Harris.
There you go.
that's the problem with these people. They should know when you bump up
It
to
all loops
Benjamin
back
Gates.
That's Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Sorry. I can't believe that John who is it? Voight is in those movies and
Yeah.
isn't the bad guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he's just an old man and formerly married to Helen Mirren in the second one. She comes in. Dame Helen Mirren. Hot dog. She's
Really?
She's an attractive older woman. If I
You
do
think
say
so?
myself.
She's
I'll tell
so
ya.
oh, dude.
She's
Not a
old,
fan.
yeah. But I'm just saying, she's an attractive older woman.
I don't know. She seems too old. She's
Duggan's
gone
bad.
beyond. Maybe if this was like 15, 20 years ago, but like she's gone to the point where she's too old for me to consider her a viable older woman to have sex with.
John, tiebreaker.
I'd take her over Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh God! In a fucking second.
Poor Maggie Gyllenhaal. I don't think I
Yeah.
would. I think Maggie. We've talked a lot of trash about Maggie Gyllenhaal, but at this point, I think maybe is a way in to get to Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, yeah.
I would do Jake Gyllenhaal before I did Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh, that's
No fucking doubt.
Well, it's because the dick root. You know, the dick root is it's prime. I mean,
The
Maggie
dick root?
Gyllenhaal. Yeah. On
Maggie Gyllenhaal has a dick root.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
She has an oversized clip for sure.
Definitely. It's like a little dick all onto itself.
Yep. It looks like
Fucking-
a fucking mini hot dog.
with her
So tell me
fucking
about the Green Lantern
pug
show.
face. No, it's all right. I don't honestly. It's come and gone. There's nothing even else to talk about it.
Duffy likes the shit that these two guys wrote, and he's hoping that they do a good job writing lanterns.
I can tell you right now, I will not be breaking this video down and labeling it as Lantern Talk, because that ain't gonna happen. So, all right, let's move on to this last topic. This is a good one because we all watched The Fall Guy this week.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you, Kevin,
Yes.
for letting me borrow your Amazon
You're welcome.
so I could watch The Fall Guy. I was actually surprised my wife wanted to watch it as well.
It's a good movie, and it's
a great movie.
honestly real happy. My wife liked it too, so real happy that they start you with the love story part of it, because I think that helped my wife get into the movie more. And honestly, it was really like sweet. It was a good little fun love story. I was rooting for them. God damn it!
And I really want this to work.
The fact that the entire time that they're having dialogue throughout the entire movie is just a metaphor for their entire relationship. You're just like, Jesus Christ, you two are terrible at communicating.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought this was a really fun movie. I thought it was very well made, and it did everything that a movie needs to do. It was entertaining. There was action. There was like tons of comedy, and Ryan Gosling is a goddamn gem.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
this is a tough thing, and my wife posed this question to me, and I will pose it to you guys now. Who is the best Ryan? Because my answer to her was, if this was like 5 years ago, I would have said Ryan Reynolds immediately. But now, after Barbie and The Fall Guy, and
I
there's
think
something
Ryan
else,
Gosling does better
The
movies.
Nice Guys, I was like, that's a really tough question for me to answer.
Gosling does better movies, but Ryan Reynolds is like he's like transitioned to be like one of those. He's just like a Hollywood icon.
Yeah.
Where like no matter what you see him in, you're like, oh, I love. This is why I love Ryan Reynolds,
Oh,
But-
I love Ryan Reynolds.
But I feel like Ryan Gosling has for sure made better movies and been in better movies. So I think Ryan Gosling's probably better. And his SNL shit's like fucking perfect.
It really is.
Um,
I'm gonna give Gosling the edge as well.
I think it's a close edge. It's like 1 and 2 finished by a nose, in my opinion.
Duggan, you sleeping?
No,
Oh,
I'm just not going to choose between my children. I can
Doug's
never,
been doom scrolling for the past half hour.
I can never choose between the Ryans. Those are my boys.
I genuinely like this. I laughed so fucking hard at that Taylor Swift scene.
That
When he
was
gets in
amazing. That was
car
so funny.
and that song kicks
He's
on.
crying so good, dude. Oh my god.
And she just comes over. She goes, "What are you crying in your car?" He goes, "No."
No.
Oh, so
He
funny.
grabs his jacket and he goes
Yeah.
to wipe his face. It's so
It's so
fucking funny.
Dude,
Uh,
hands down, Daniel Day-Lewis.
oh, that was
Oh yeah, that was some great shit.
Oh,
But the
man.
fact that he was like, "Wait, shit, is this made of rubber?" And then she comes in, Daniel Day-Lewis, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
It was so good. That was Winston Duke, right?
Yes, it was.
Oh, he was
Yep.
great. He was great. I like when Ryan Gosling just before that fight lays out the ottoman, the Chase Lounge or whatever it is. He moves it over, and I'm like, what the fuck's he doing with that fucking ottoman? And then he has the fight, and he falls off the ledge and lands on it. And I'm like, stunt man, that's incredible. It was
Hell yeah.
incredible. And then the little post-it note in the apartment was like Momoa or Mamoa. Like how do you say
Yeah.
it? And then Jason Momoa's in the end of the movie. That was incredible.
Oh,
Dude,
so good.
My wife wants to watch Metal Storm. She wants to see that actual movie. I'm like, why? I go, I told Duffy this, right? I go, that quite literally is a Zack Snyder fucking film being made in that movie,
Goddamn right.
right?
So good.
Except for it looks like it's better. It's much better written.
I didn't see any slow-mo.
Yep.
Oh, it was everywhere.
I like when they're having that conversation, and she's like, "Oh, maybe I'll do the split screen." Like, it's like, how would you use it?
That's
And then
so
the
funny,
whole
yeah.
the way that they're using it is so good. It's
Yep.
literally they're having a conversation about how to use the split screen, and I don't think split screen's ever been used better.
No. And they're
Agreed.
mirroring
Agreed.
everything they do. And then when she finally hangs up and her side goes away and that fucking unicorn is back.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
I'm
funny.
like, oh my God, that unicorn.
Did you think that the fight scene he was having was real when he first got drugged?
Not even a little bit.
I
he
thought
was
there was
just
gonna be
high as fuck.
I thought there was gonna be a pan away shot to him like punching nobody, and then like the guy being like, "What the fuck? You guys drugged him way too much."
It's like he took one sip. What is he seeing? It's like, how long does this you know?
How
when
long
you
does this last? What?
Oh, I loved.
How long does this last? Oh, you still seeing unicorns? Yes, a while longer.
I love when he puts the mouth guard back in for the final jump, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is like, "You have a mouth guard. I want a mouth guard."
It was so good.
Oh,
I really, really like that movie, and Aaron Taylor Johnson was such a douche. That kick when he killed that dude was pretty brutal, though.
Yeah.
good.
Do I do my own fucking stunts? Oh shit!
Yep. That's so plausible too.
Yeah, it was really good. And I love the dynamic between him and Winston Duke, where like every time they talk, it's like just movie quotes, and he's like,
Yeah.
Last of the Mohicans. My wife didn't understand the Last of the Mohicans shit. She's like, why did he just yell Daniel Day-Lewis? I'm like, because he was the main character of Last of the Mohicans. But it was really fucking funny. And
Oh yeah.
you know what scene wasn't in there though that was in the trailer? It was that scene where he's like,
Quite a few actually.
yeah, but like
There
when
were a
he's
handful.
in the car with her and they're having that like why are you here conversation, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, do you want to make out? Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, no, and he goes, well, that's good, I'm not even into that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
those are funny. That was a funny scene that why cut that out of the theatrical cut? That was funny.
Because
It's
they
a
did
guaranteed laugh.
because everybody had already seen it. They didn't want stale laughs. They
The
didn't want
music was
expected
awesome.
laughs.
Music
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome in this movie. Great fucking soundtrack.
Absolutely.
Right, soundtrack.
Dude, the fight scene to Phil Collins,
Amazing.
incredible. Like that is like I just to have that song, it's not even a fight scene song, but meanwhile he's just like, oh my god, just like,
You gotta take a look at him now.
yeah. It's incredible. But
I'm glad I bought it.
me too, I would watch it again for sure.
I'm glad Kevin bought it as well.
Jonald, did you get your own or did you steal mine?
I bought it.
All right. I didn't see the code pop up for you, so
I guess I'm the only freeloader here.
Yep, sick and tired of
I
being
did
sick and
also watch the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
tired. Yeah, it was a good movie.
It's okay.
I will tell you.
I think
I
if
will
I
tell
didn't
you.
watch Fall Guy first, I think
I
I would
did.
have liked it
I
more.
went in that order.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you, Alan Ritchson is my new man crush Monday for sure.
Top tier.
Yeah. Goodbye, Gerard Butler. Hello, Alan Ritchson.
I
don't know,
thought he was fine.
Yeah.
My
That
issue-
Swedish accent was perfect.
Yeah, it was
Duggan said
pretty
it
good.
in the group chat. It was spot on. Very
It
good.
was so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning when he's like, come on, come on, come on. When he's
Yeah.
lost him on the boat.
You're in
It's so-
trouble.
See, that
No,
part was
that'd be
great.
fine,
That
dude.
opening scene was great. I feel like they never got back to that level of awesome, though. Like, that part felt like a Guy Ritchie movie. And then the rest of the movie, I was like, all right, bring back like that humor in these scenes, and they never did at all.
At one scene, he was talking about making him hot. Like he goes, "Oh, I'm hot." So he said something about. I
Okay,
think-
yes, but Alan Ritchson was the best actor in
Oh,
in
yeah,
those
yeah.
scenes. Like Henry Cavill, and this is my hot take of the movie. It's really not even a hot take. I think he's a terrible fucking actor. I don't even think he should be cast in anything ever again.
Yikes.
He cannot act.
I
He's literally-
enjoyed when they pulled him out of prison and they're like, have a spot of tea, and he takes scotch instead. Then he goes over and he like points at the cigars and he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And he sniffs one and goes, puts it in his pocket, and then just keeps fucking taking them.
Yes. it's so
Yes,
funny.
And then
that
he-
was fine too.
Yeah,
but
and then he
all
grabs the matches and he shakes them and he's like, hey, there's still matches in there. Then he has him in his hand and sees Freddie Fox's lighter and just like quietly just takes the lighter and then flipping it open. And he's like, wait, what the fuck? I mean, to me, that is like, that's the Guy Ritchie part of it. I think another thing is I totally forgot that Guy Ritchie directed this until at the end when it was like, directed by Guy Ritchie. I said, oh shit, I didn't realize that.
But it makes sense after watching it.
But like those were he didn't keep up any of the fun things. Like every joke or every line he gave after that was the same monotone, like, well, I think we need to get in there and do this. And it's like, or you could just walk right
his
off
whole
and
thing
shoot
with
them
the
with your
fucking
arrows.
jacket is the funniest fucking thing.
Yep, I agree.
I thought
Gotta
that was
get me one of those
hilarious.
jackets. Then he just ends up.
It's,
I mean, I'm a little upset that it only happened twice.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if like his jacket just changed like 4 or 5 times throughout the entire movie, ending with that awesome
Nazi jacket.
leather
It was, oh, it was beautiful.
duster that he had.
I want that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hard on the guy. Maybe, but I just every time he said like it to me, every line was delivered the exact same way, like monotone and whatever. And then you're supposed to get that he's like unhinged and like crazy off of him just sticking his fucking tongue out while he's shooting the guns. Like, I don't know. It just everybody else, like Alan Ritchson seemed like he was that character. Like that guy's like crazy as fuck. Stabbing
What if
everybody.
that guy was just a miserable, monotone piece of shit?
And maybe he was. And maybe he was. So maybe he nailed it. But I feel like Henry Cavill does that in every fucking movie. Like I've never seen him not be fucking Geralt of Riviera.
Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible when he reloads the arms.
But
Dude,
even
he's
that
the
character's
fucking
the
man.
same.
Yeah.
What?
But it has only a mustache.
I mean, he's Sherlock Holmes. He doesn't do a bad job.
Dude,
I
the
never
fucking
watched that.
the
I never
men
watched
from
that show.
Uncle?
When the fuck is he in Sherlock Holmes?
He's in-
He plays it's Enola Holmes.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Right. Okay.
yeah.
I was like trying to think. I'm like Benedict Cumberbatch. No. Robert Downey Jr. No. I'm like, what the fuck? Sorry, I forgot.
yeah, he's Millie Bobby Brown's
Bon Jovi.
Sherlock Holmes. I
Millie
don't know.
Bobby Brown Bon Jovi.
Is she married
Yeah.
to Bon Jovi now?
She married Bon Jovi's son, so now she's Millie Bobby Brown Bon Jovi.
Is that real?
Yes,
Get the
Are you
fuck out of
serious?
here.
I swear to God, she's Millie Bobby Brown Bon Jovi.
Get the fuck out. That is
It's
crazy.
not just Millie Bobby
Google it.
Jovi.
Millie
I like
Bobby
Millie Bobby
Jovi.
I don't know, but her full last name now sounds like a fucking concert from the 80s.
Millie Bobby Brown and Bon Jovi. Oh, that's
Man,
great.
imagine if her middle name was Vanilli and then she'd be Millie Vanilli Bobby Brown Bon Jovi. Hot shit.
I'll be goddamned.
You know, most weddings play like "Living on a Prayer." Do you think they queued that up at their fucking wedding?
That should be the
No,
wedding
straight
song.
up fucking she said, new daddy, please play my favorite song for me. And he said, this one goes out to my new daughter. He put his wig on and said,
Slippery when
"Whoa,
wet,
we're halfway there.
Wow. Yeah.
We had this wedding in New Jersey."
Oh man. That's incredible. But all right. Let's
You know,
end the podcast.
I'm a little upset that we had two constant viewers the entire time and not a single comment. What a bummer.
I wonder if those viewers are me logged into the app on the on the thing.
That is one viewer.
I mean, we could talk about the island vagina in Moana.
Do you want to talk about the Vagina Island?
Vagina
Yeah.
Island?
I thought it was
surprised-
an octopus. I thought it was an
I-
octopus, like having its.
It was there for like a
Bit of fun.
second, and it was just like, whoa.
It's a
That's
metaphor for. It's a metaphor for the movie. Moana's getting up there in age. She needs
Coming
to
of
have a
age.
baby
There you
soon.
go.
Clearly, it's gonna be Moana. This movie's still not about you. It's about the other one, Maui.
Dude, you said that in the text chat. Moana is the main character of that fucking movie.
She couldn't have done anything that she fucking got done if it wasn't for Maui. Done. Maui is quite literally the reason why that movie succeeds.
Oh yes,
He is
Tom
the main
King.
character.
Tom King is working on it. Matt Garcia. He's doing a whole bunch of rights for DCU right now. I think he's also helping out with the writing of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Ooh.
But
Whoa.
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, actually.
But yeah, so Moana is the main character. John, you never saw the movie, clearly.
I clearly did, but I again, I still don't see how she's the main character. I just don't see it.
She does everything at the end. It's her
Quite
journey.
literally, Maui does everything for her.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't. He bails, bro. And then she's like, fuck it. I'm taking Tafiti out myself.
He literally fights the giant fucking island so that way she can get to the fucking heart, Kevin. Give me a fucking break.
She returns the heart.
He is the only fucking reason she ever got there.
That's right.
It's called teamwork.
No.
Right?
Makes it
He is
clear.
the main character, bro.
She had to go find him to get him there.
Because he was stranded. He can't swim.
Why can't he swim? That's pretty
Because he
shitty.
didn't have his
His
magic
T-Rex
hook.
arms.
No, that is some bullshit that he can't swim, but Tamatoa stole that.
Yeah, he didn't have his magic hook. It was on the crab.
Right. And Maui can't do anything without his magic hook.
So is the crab the main character at this point now, Kevin?
No.
Well,
I think the
Tamatoa
pig- I think the
hasn't
pig
always
is.
been this
Right.
way.
Hey, is the main character.
I
Alan
think Pua.
Tudyk.
I think Pua is
Cool.
bacon and eggs. Both
I'm
snack
excited.
upgrade.
I still want to know more about the coconut people.
The Kakamora.
Yeah, I want to know.
Coconut
I want to know where they're coming from, what they're doing, why are they out there pirating the seas? What are they really?
In ancient times, hundreds of years before the dawn of history, lived a strange race of people.
I'm not gonna lie.
Druids.
Anunnaki.
If Dan was going ahead and voicing over a show, I'd watch that shit in a heartbeat.
No one knows who they were or what they were doing, but their legacy remains hewn into the living rock of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where the banshees live, and they do live well. All right, go watch Spinal Tap now.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's end the podcast now. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. If you're watching this on secondary viewings, like after this goes live, click that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. We are still trying to get to 500 subscriptions. And you can
At the end of summer movie season.
the end of before fall movie season, we'd like to get to 500 subscribers. All right. Bye.
And